Life's a binge. Right?
Oh, gosh, he's pretty. He sure is pretty.
You are one pretty man.
What is that? You gotta watch Deadwood.
I've watched the first season and
you did?
2 episodes of second season.
There's only 8 more episodes of the second season, and then 10 episodes.
It's long though.
It's great.
It's long.
So good. HBO does those promos for themselves.
Yeah.
And they have
Before every show. Yeah.
And the new one is just great. Like, they show all the shows I love, like Rome and Deadwood.
All the shows that I don't watch.
They're so good. They're so good. Rome and Deadwood, and what else? The Wire. You haven't seen The Wire?
Nope.
So good.
I don't watch
Actually,
TV.
I don't think The Wire's in that promo.
It might be. I don't watch TV, guys. I don't. I don't know why I'm on this show. I don't get it. They're like, hey, have you seen this? And I'm like, nope. How about this one? Nope, haven't seen that one either. But
I don't really watch TV.
I know about it. I just haven't seen
I don't own a TV.
Right. Oh, goodness. Well, hi.
Welcome.
I can talk.
Life is a binge.
Life is a binge. You know what's funny? We always say we'll see you on the couch, and then they're seeing us on the couch. So we should say you'll see us on the couch.
See us on the couch. It's kind of a lot like that. I like that.
Hey,
but I think in the idea, we'll see you on the couch, even though we're maybe not be with you on the couch.
You're there.
In spirit, when they're watching something, we're watching it with them and on the couch with them.
And you're watching us on the couch.
Yes.
It's couches all around.
Right.
Couches are comfortable. Have fun sitting on a couch.
And we have never mind. I was gonna go someplace where I don't need to go.
We're not really sitting comfortably on the couch? Is that what you're
no, it's because
we could
something about where you're relaxing on the couch and you know.
See you in your booty groove.
Yeah, in your booty.
Remember that was our very first catchphrase?
Oh yeah. See you in the booty groove.
You know, when you groove into the couch. Anyway, that's way off topic. I feel like we're going to ramble because we have a little extra time on the video. But we have a producer to keep us in check. He's over there. You can't see him, but we can.
We can go over by a lot if we want.
No!
If we want.
No.
We could go until Matt shows up. And then that would be the...
What's that? Somebody's at the door. We got,
that would be the thing.
Really cut it off.
See you next week.
So anyway, Supernatural. You guys have now seen... how do you think they're following along? Do you think they've already seen it that we're going to talk about, right?
They've probably already seen it.
We wouldn't know because you guys don't tell us.
I'm going to guess that they've already seen it. Or they never watch it, and then since they go Supernatural, meh, see you next week.
Yeah. Wait you guys watch it.
Wait till
listen
you give us something.
Listen to us talk about it.
Something else.
Well, I mean, I guess if you really listen to us talk about it, you don't really need to watch it. But it's worth watching because then when we talk about it, you know what we're talking about.
Yeah. That's community. It's the community of it all.
Leave comments, guys. I'm giving my anger face to the video.
I'm not mad at you.
I'm not mad either.
Because we don't leave comments.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care. So anyway, we're on episodes 10 and 11, which is officially halfway through the first season of Supernatural.
10 and 11, not 8 and 9?
10 and 11. Yep.
I watched the wrong one.
No, you didn't.
Just kidding.
Oh, man. I was gonna why, yada. So episode 10 was Asylum, which I thought was cool. It's another nod to, classic kind of thing.
It is a classic.
You always hear, ooh, the spooky, insane asylum. Mm-hmm. So I thought that was really cool. I have notes, once again, and guess what? Somebody joined.
I got them right here.
No, you took notes,
all right,
you jerk.
All right, I got some here.
You took notes too. I just wrote. I don't remember what it was, but I wrote solid intro to the episode. Was it the cops going into the thing? And looking for the kids.
Did you not think, as an actor,
yeah,
that the black cop was just lousy? Did you not think that? Did you not think, oh Lord, he's terrible?
Kinda, but at the same time, I thought I appreciated it because he was just a cop. He was just chilling.
Yep, but it made enough to make me go.
I could do that better.
Enough to make me go. He's lousy.
Yeah,
I said police. He's like, oh boy.
Yeah, I had a couple issues with this episode, which I will get. They're in the notes.
Let's
so
go.
I'll get there.
But the
solid intro, looking for the kids and those darn kids,
yes.
And then evil guy, and then blah blah, offs himself and his wife. I was like, interesting. Something got it wasn't possession because he killed himself, so the thing that possessed him would have not been there anymore. But it was he went crazy because Dr. Man, that you find out later on, made people go nuts with rage. They went nuts with rage.
Yeah, he was mad. He makes you mad. He makes you so mad.
Yeah. Dude, when they got to the bar to talk to the black cop, when he was like, hey, I'm a reporter from Whatchawood, and like, hey, I want to talk about your dead partner, and he's like, I don't want to talk about it, and then he's like, get out of here, jerk.
Yeah.
Hey, can I buy you a beer? Like, it's called The Hero.
Right.
Where
yeah,
it's like typically you'd hit on girl. Where you're
good
like,
cop, bad cop.
Where like we'd go hit on a girl and I'd be like,
Right.
hey, babe, want to go home? I'll take you home. And you're
Hey,
like,
pal,
hey, get
leave
out
me
of here. Right. So there's that. Yeah, that whole move. I was like, I see what you're doing there. That was cool.
Yep.
I wrote, nice The Hero move. That was pretty cool.
They take turns picking up girls, playing the different roles.
Right.
Like tonight.
It was just funny.
But as we have learned, they never really get the girl.
But they're not trying.
But there's something underlying
We'll
about
see.
it.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I did put... Oh, what's the next thing? Oh, tables were turned in the psych office. Like, Sam went in to like, hey, tell me about your deranged father that ran the psych ward at Roosevelt, whatever.
Right.
And then he was like, well, why don't you tell me about your brother? And you're like,
Dun, dun, dun.
But it was like this setup, because that was a kind of an ongoing theme throughout the past couple episodes anyway, where there was like beef between the family or whatever. And so the fact that the psychiatrist was like, why don't you tell me about your brother? And he was like, got that look of like, all right.
What do I think about my brother?
I hate him.
Now, okay.
I hate him.
But that's okay. I just had a thought that like
it sets up like
that maybe
the love-hate.
That
Sam
somehow
has. Yeah.
The spirit of the doctor, right, that was doing the killing that we find
Creepy
out.
guy. Yes.
I was thinking maybe he was in the psych. He's tapping into like what he could use as ammo against him. You know, his anger about his brother.
Maybe.
Or maybe they were just for us. They were they're letting us know.
It was like step one of letting him know that he's frustrated with his brother.
He's got some issues with his
with
brother.
his like dad, and like how he's always second fiddle, and like he's sick of taking orders, and so it's like set it up when the doctor finally like made him go crazy with rage.
That these are stuff that a demon would take advantage of.
About.
Right.
Yeah. So it was kind of a cool little setup. And then I wrote, ew, that guy made out with that ghost girl.
Okay. All right. So I got a few things to say about that.
Ew, that's my note.
Okay. So what I noticed
very scientific.
at the beginning of the episode, he says, all right,
knocking on the
door. It's all right.
We'll just keep going. Hold on a second. Hey, welcome.
Come on, come in and sit down. Don't hit anything.
Just walking by.
Yeah. Don't hit anything and don't say anything.
Ignore the tall man just walking in.
Yeah. So anyway, he says just like Jack in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. And then he goes, or just like Jack in The Shining. So he makes a reference to The Shining in it. Yeah. And then later he kisses the girl. The dude kisses the girl. And then he comes back, which is just like in The Shining.
Yeah.
And then later, he's reading the doctor's book, and he says, "All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy."
That is crazy. There was a lot of Shining references.
So it makes me wonder if there are a lot of these references in the show.
I'm sure there will be.
Well, if there are any that we've missed already? I wonder.
Because even if they're not like blatant like this one, they are doing like nods and homages to like
for sure.
everything.
Absolutely, yeah.
What else we got? Let's see. Fast moving. Like the trope of like the long-haired black or the long black-haired girl was like the ghost in the other one.
What was in her face?
And then, this one I wrote fast-moving faces and stuff because that was another like classic thing of the time, where they showed the ghost under the desk and he was like,
yeah.
And I'm like, that's okay. But it was like the trend at the time, so I wasn't too mad about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're in the thing, and they're like, okay, we'll split up then.
That was
never. You never split up.
First of all, she's terrified to go anywhere.
You never
and then they finally
up.
Show up to kind of like save her, and then we're like, okay, well then we're all gonna split up.
No, like not only that, but you're in a haunted insane asylum. You do not split up ever.
That was great.
God, stupid.
That had to be like a little horror movie nod to like, okay, then we're gonna split up, like knowing that people are gonna be like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
So
and then the next thing I have, the girl was like, oh, so Dean's your boss then? And it was just another like little setup for like Sam to get
needle him. Your brother's really a bane of your existence.
Right. I feel like we're lagging. So anyway, what else we got? Dude, this was one of the things that I had issues with. Neither one of the brothers were like smart enough to when the flashlight was like flashlight, click, 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 and they both went like, "Come on."
Right.
What's wrong with my flashlight?
But they've never
I'm like, you
experienced,
guys
like,
are
a
supernatural
paranormal
freaking hunters, and you don't know the standard sign for there's a ghost present is your flashlight goes out? That was bullcrap. I was so mad. That was
funny.
I was like, come on. They're like, well, my flashlight's broken. I was like, you jerks.
Enough to make enough to make a note about it.
You wrote it too?
No.
Oh, okay.
But Sam's cool flashlight flip. Where he was like, he's like, I was like, cool. Yeah. It was just like, because these guys are cool.
Yeah,
they're
cool.
They're dreamy and they're cool.
That one ended with him on the phone with the dad in bed, so that was not a car ending. It was the first time it wasn't a car ending.
That's true.
He was like, hello, Dad?
And I don't know about you, but like in that episode, like
Yeah.
I was thinking when they were talking about the dad, I was like, I'm over the dad.
Right.
Like, I'm over.
Why do they care what he thinks and what he tells them to do? Like,
Yeah.
he obviously doesn't care about them enough to, like, tell them anything, which we find out in the next one. He's like, I can't tell you anything. Just keep following orders. And
Yeah.
Sam's like, no, I don't want to. Where are you? And Dean's like, yes, sir. So they're just very different.
So for me, honestly, I'm like, because I enjoy the individual little arcs that happen within each episode.
The stories.
But the one that they're trying to tell,
the big picture.
The big picture, I'm like, I
over it.
I'm so over it. I'm like, I don't even want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about the dad anymore.
it.
Just go and tell me another good story.
Yeah. So the next one was the Scarecrow one, where they left the little car. They're driving down the road, and then their car breaks down, and they're like, "Let's get out of the car." I'm like, morons.
I dug that. I dug this episode.
I love the intros. Like the intros to the show are phenomenal. Like they are great. Watch out for the toothpicks in there.
Yeah, there's a toothpick.
But the intros to the show, sorry, not you guys over there. The intro to the show are really cool. Like the little little mini horror movies.
Yeah.
They're like 2-minute horror movies, and they're freaking great.
They were good.
That was my first note. I love the intros. All the intros I just freaking love. The cops just made him leave town for no reason. Like Dean's sitting there in the diner like, hey, can I get some coffee? And like the cop shows up.
Well, you find out later.
Right, but he just drives him out of town. I'm like, what's the reason for that? And it's Dean. Like he's not going to put up a fight. Come on.
Yeah.
Dean would have been like, F off, cop.
Well, you remember in the little intro. In the intro with the
they're all so nice.
and it was almost like at first I thought that I didn't notice that the guy was with his fiance.
Right.
I didn't notice that. I just noticed he was talking to the parent and then the daughter was. I thought the daughter had a thing for him.
Yeah, it was weird.
You know,
it was a weird little intro.
But the dad was clearly like so reverent for him. But it was cool in hindsight. Like as the episode ended, and you find out that they are
like a human sacrifice.
They're making sacrifices to a god.
Right.
It has to be a couple, and so that they are feeding these couples and they're doing a whole ceremony of like giving them their last meal and everything they
real
want.
Good. Yeah.
And then they sacrifice them to the god to keep their
the evil
town,
Scarecrow. Yeah,
to keep their town in flourishing.
Best line of the show so far. Dean looks up and goes, "Dude, you fugly."
You know what's funny?
And like that's cheesy as hell, but I freaking loved it.
And I was watching it, and I was like, you know, I don't know if you hehear that and you make a joke in your head.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I was with your mom, so at that point I was fugly, but normally, I'm not. Right. So,
moral of that story: don't trust small town USA. They're terrible. They will feed you, and then they will send you to slaughter. I wrote that down. Because I am psycho. The sentimental phone call between the brothers I thought was really cool. It shows their humanity and stuff, and like they actually really do care about each other, even though they put it with.
And then Dean will go, "We're not gonna get mushy, are we?"
Right. But he didn't on the phone. It was cool. It was a cool moment for them. Dude, the lady's trying to send off the kid or the niece, whatever, and I'm like. She's like, it's for the greater good.
And she was real evil about it.
Well, not only that, but I'm like, sacrifice yourself then, old lady. Like, what are you talking about? Like, send off a young kid? Like, why wouldn't you sacrifice yourself if it's for the greater good?
But that was cool because they made her so, like, distant. And
then they died anyway.
Yeah, and then they're like, oh, it turns out that it's you that they want to sacrifice.
It was money. It was
so
great.
I was like, yeah, that was good.
And then the very last thing that I had is I thought it was a really good twist with the girl character that they introduced. Where I'm like, interesting. And she's like, I tried.
Okay, a little twist. That was huge.
That's what I said. It was a good twist.
Like, that was crazy. Like,
I thought it was just a little, like, side story with the girl. Like, oh, Sam's going to hit on a girl or whatever.
Yeah.
But no, she's like, what that made me believe anyway was that she was, like, the main demon that killed, like, the mom and the girlfriend. Like, she's related to that thing or something.
Or answers to it.
Or because she was kind of father or whatever. She's like,
is that what she was saying? Father. I couldn't understand what she was saying. Like, yes.
Yeah, it sounded like she said father.
And she said like, father. See, I didn't hear that.
That's what I heard.
Okay, maybe.
So that part of the storyline
that made the whole thing go,
kind of bumped it up. The whole dad thing, I'm like, if the dad's supposed to be close to solving it or whatever, then why? I mean, doesn't know about this girl, and how come the girl's like so close to the brother? She's like, I could have killed them both, and I was like, interesting. But there's some plan in the works.
Yeah, that Sam and Dean are apparently on the demon radar enough to where they are planning. You know, I could have got him at this point. You know, and like, no, follow me. Okay, yes, sir, I'll do what you say. So anyway, I dug that too, and that even though it really made it made your perspective of the whole series go, wait a minute.
Something else is happening here.
Yeah, right. Which is pretty cool. We'll see how it plays out.
We'll see. Halfway through, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, thanks for tuning in on the radio. If you're on the radio, I point to the microphone like they know. But though you guys know on the video. So thanks for tuning in on the video. Hit like and subscribe, share our show. But we're going to wrap it up. We'll see you guys next week when we're talking about more Supernatural and all that fun stuff. So this has been Life's a Binge. I'm Jared.
I'm BJ.
And
we'll see you on the couch.